We got some new information about Sony dissing Sony Pictures and deciding they're gonna develop some new stuff on their own. But first, let's go ahead and talk about the fact that Microsoft and Sony are in bed, and PlayStation employees didn't even know about it. Let's go ahead and jump right into the news. Well, it looks like you and I weren't the only ones in the dark when Sony and Microsoft announced their partnership. If you guys didn't know, Sony and Microsoft are in bed, hypothetically speaking, okay? But they are going to be working on a cloud-based service. If you guys didn't hear that information, I'm going to link it to you guys in an eye above the card. Make sure you guys go and check that out. But let's continue on, shall we? Because it's really interesting. Bloomberg, which is a website, reported that Sony employees didn't even know that this merge was happening and found out about it just like you and I. Like literally, they found out about it through YouTube videos, through articles, and through, once the news breaking, they kind of shared the information with each other. Of course, the higher ups, like Sean Landon, probably knew about this merge. And according to reports, this merge with Sony and Microsoft working on a cloud-based service is not going to affect or have any impact on the next generation of consoles. A lot of people were kind of concerned that Microsoft and Sony working together could possibly affect the next generation of consoles. Well, that can and may be not even the case, according to these reports, which honestly are good because, like I said in my previous video, competition makes things better. Competition makes people strive to be better and for companies to, produce better products and continue listening to their consumers. So, it looks like PlayStation 5 is going to be a completely separate entity. I mean, we all knew that, but there's not going to be any sort of influence from Microsoft or vice versa for the next generation of console. Very big news. Imagine working for a big corporation like that and you don't even get the news until somebody tells it to you or tweets it at you. That is crazy. Now, speaking of competition, we actually have Jack Tretton, who was former CEO of Sony from 2006 to 2014. He recently did an interview with Games Beat, and this is what he had to say when he was asked about Sony nowadays. He said the company is well positioned and that the announced technical specs of PlayStation 5 sound impressive. Despite its strong position, however, Trenton feels that the platform holder will deal with exponentially more competition than they did last time around. Microsoft should give them a better run for their money, and Stadia is a new wrinkle in the market that didn't exist in 2013. Nintendo is more relevant this time around, Trenton says, ultimately concluding that the increased competition will be great for everyone in the business. Whether you're a game developer or a gamer, it's honestly hard to disagree with him because, competition makes things better. And where Sony sits at right now is they're kind of sitting pretty, but the next generation of consoles that is going to be released is going to be a brand new playing field. It's going to be interesting, but definitely an exciting time for gamers, and not only for gamers, but for the game developers as well. Just like he stated, competition doesn't only make things better, competition breeds new opportunities for a lot of people. So, very exciting time if you're a gamer and looking forward to the next generation of consoles. It's definitely going to be, competitive. PlayStation is a big part of Sony, and Sony has Sony Pictures, which is another big thing in itself, but it looks like PlayStation is deciding to do its own thing and creating a new studio that is going to be pursuing games translating into television. Now, Sean Landon actually compared and said that he has inspiration from Marvel comic books and how that they're bringing Marvel comic books to life in movies. That is the same way that they want to do it, but instead of doing it on a big screen, on a big scale, what their idea is, what Sony's PlayStation, ideas is that they would bring over their 100 exclusive digital properties over to television. So that could mean like God of War could have its own television. Ratchet and Clank could have their own television. Hell, Knack could have their own television. You guys get the idea that I'm talking about. I don't have to kid around about Knack anymore. Please? No, but seriously, some of the most popular titles and some of those most popular intellectual, titles on the PlayStation 4 could possibly be getting a TV spot or a TV series, and it's kind of up in the air as to where they want to feature this new TV series. It's kind of early on, and it's still early in development, but we could be looking at video games crossover to television very, very soon. Well, that's it for this video. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section below. Make sure to hit a like, comment down below, support your boy! And if you guys are new, please subscribe with those bell notifications turned on. All I have to say is wow, oh wow, oh wowie man. Incredible news. Thank you guys so much. Until next time, you guys are freaking awesome.